He looks at me, his eyebrows shooting up. Not to be rude, but do you own a mirror?
Damn!
Oh. You look like the Grim Reaper.
Damn!
Oh. My breath catches in my throat when I see them. Mia and Silas. If they hear you saying certain things, they'll think you're just covering your own ass by pointing fingers at me. Uh-oh. Serving face card while about to manipulate this guy's voice with AI.
She's feeling cons.
Hey y'all, I'm Degenerate, and welcome to Fallen Devotion. I don't remember if this game was requested, honestly, it was just on the list, and I picked it. That's all. It probably was requested, so here it is. So yeah, let's get into it. This game contains mature content and is intended for audiences 18 or older. Let me finish reading, don't be rude. Are you 18 or older? Thank you for letting me finish. Yes, I am actually. Oh, before I do continue though, the warnings aren't like sexual, but I feel the need to let them be known anyways. The warnings are as follows. Anxiety and panic attacks, possible reference to hallucinations / nightmares, death, suicidal themes, loud noises and sudden sound effects. Static and distortion noises, strong language, blood and graphic descriptions, mention of nausea and vomiting, psychological distress, and dissociation. Beautiful. My name? You know my name. One of these days, I'm gonna be tired of writing my own name, and I'm just gonna put YN again like I used to. What pronouns do you use? Bam! Thank you for downloading this game. Please make sure you've read the warnings I just did. Look at me ahead of the game. Hope you have fun and enjoy. I better. I'm coming after you. Hope in reality is the worst of all evils because it prolongs the torment of man. That name. I'm not gonna like butcher that like I normally would. Grief isn't something you can outrun. No matter how fast you try to move, it'll always catch up with you. And yet I keep running. Running from the shadows of my own mistakes. From the choices I could have made. Uh-oh. Please don't tell me. That's important. The same scene replayed in my mind like a broken record. No matter how much time passes, it refuses to fade. It's sharper than it has any right to be. Like an old wound reopened without a warning. The rooftop of our high school, so much larger than I remember, is stretched out under the expanse of the endless sky. Back then it felt like the world stretched out forever. It was the last day before summer break. The air clung to my skin, heavy with the smell of rain. The clouds rolled slowly like silent witnesses to a promise I barely understood at the time. In a way, they almost mirror the dread coiling in my chest. Clive was already there when I arrived, leaning against the edge like he belonged to that spot. The faint breeze tugged at strands of his purplish black hair, plastered against his neck from the damp air. Usually he would have greeted me by now, maybe with his usual grin, maybe a stupid joke, but that day he just stood there in silence. I hesitated, watching him from a distance. There was something off about him, like a light dimmed from within. He looked smaller somehow. I forced myself to step forward. My voice cracked through the humid air. Clive, it's starting to rain. What are you still doing here? He didn't answer right away. When he turned to me, his expression knocked the air out of my lungs. His eyes, usually full of life, were distant, hollow, like he wasn't even seeing me. It relaxes me. He said, his voice lower than I'd ever heard it. Helps me think. There was something wrong. This wasn't him. This wasn't the Clive I knew. The guy who couldn't sit still for more than 5 seconds, who filled every silence with laughter or nonsense to keep the world at bay. Clive, what's wrong? I asked. My own voice sounded so small. He exhaled, his gaze drifting back to the horizon. Do you ever feel like everything is about to change? and no matter what you do, you can't stop it. His words hit like a bullet to the chest. He wasn't just asking about summer break. There was something deeper, something heavier I didn't know how to answer. I stayed quiet. What could I say? Clive wasn't just my best friend. He was almost a part of me. My shadow. Always there, always solid. Seeing him like this, it was like watching the beginning of a storm about to tear through something unshakable. Of course not. Things will be fine. What do you mean by that? I think we better inquire. I don't know. I just have this feeling, like we'll grow apart after the summer. His hands fidgeted at his sides, fingers curling and uncurling like he was searching for something to hold on to. Forget it, I'm just being stupid. Don't you guys hang out? Like what? If he's your shadow. Confusion. I didn't know what to say again. Didn't know how to bridge the gap that suddenly felt so huge between us. So instead, I pulled out a small present I'd been holding on to. It was a silver guardian bell, tiny but meaningful. I've been planning to give it to him later, but seeing him like this, I couldn't wait. I've been thinking about buying it for him for months, ever since his 18th birthday, when he wouldn't shut up about his new bike and license. Motorcycle? For your bike, to keep you safe on the road, since you love acting like you have 9 lives. He certainly doesn't.
Damn!
I held it out to him, and the moment he realized what it was, his entire face lit up. I was supposed to give it to you later, but I hope it cheers you up. My gosh. Yeah. For a moment, he looked like a puppy with a new toy. His face softened despite the tears that threatened to spill at any moment. I was trying not to cry, and then you... His hands trembled as he held the bell close. His expression shifted from shock to pure joy. That's like supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. The words tumbled out of him so fast they were almost incoherent. His voice cracked halfway through, and he wiped at his eyes with the back of his hand. Clive, calm down, buddy. He took a small breath, holding the bell like it was the most precious thing in the world. It's just, I thought you got tired of me, but it means... What does it mean? Let me know! He trailed off, looking up at me with a vulnerability that made my heart ache. Of course you matter to me, silly! You silly goose. Quack quack, he paused, taking a deep breath, his face flushed with emotion. Did it? Do you promise not to leave me then? Do you? Oh. His voice was quieter now, and the question hung in the air between us. It looked like he wanted to say something more, but couldn't. His fingers brushed against the bell with a hint of hesitation again, as if he was afraid it might disappear. I have no idea what's making you overthink so much, but I promise I'm not going anywhere. The smile returned, softer this time. There was something behind it. I didn't know it then, but that promise would haunt me. Yeah, I didn't know how much he needed to hear it or how much I'd regret breaking it. Okay, so our choices so far, which was only one, has been great. He smiled at me, a glimmer of hope in his tired eyes. I couldn't help but feel the weight of that promise settle heavily on my chest, even though I smiled back at him. Uh-oh. My thoughts were cut off as a strange static sound filled the air, growing louder with each passing second. My eyes darted around, searching desperately for Clive. It just disappeared out of thin air. He was nowhere to be seen, as if he had never been there in the first place. Oh, this is nice. I feel very comfortable. The sky darkened, turning an angry shade of red. The static roared in my ears, drowning out my thoughts and my screams. I gripped the railing, trying to steady myself as the sound grew louder, making my head throb with pain. You gotta wake up, girl. Then his voice cut through it all. Don't you think you're forgetting something? Half of my mind? I froze, my heart dropped. Uh-oh. He's dead. He's been dead for 3 years. It's too late now. You filthy liar. 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 Liar! I'm a great reader. He only had you and yet... Whoa. Let me not stop when there isn't. Like, what? Let me get back. There we go. He only had you and yet you betrayed him. Yikes. And now, if only you'd answered his phone calls back then. What? What did you do, girl? Wait, I saved, right? Okay, good. I wake up with a jolt, chest heaving like I just run a marathon. Well, his mood's fine. I mean, my heart slams relentlessly against my ribs. If it beats any harder, it might as well just burst out free. Dragging a shaky hand against my chest, I press against it, hoping it might steady it a bit. Am I checking if I'm alive, or just forcing my heart to stay put? As my vision adjusts, the familiar outlines of my room slowly come into focus. The glow of the streetlight filtering through my curtains, my desk chair buried under the pile of clothes I swore I dealt with last week. Everything is exactly how I left it. Normal. Safe. I let out a sigh of relief, just another nightmare. The same one that's been haunting me for weeks now. Yawning, I reach out towards the drawer next to me, fumbling in the dim light for the water bottle I always kept there just in case. As the cool plastic touches my lips, a faint glow catches my eye. My phone. It lit up. For a moment, I just stare at it. Who in their right mind would text me at this hour? Not like I have much of a social life these days. Social anything, really. My social skills kind of got messed up after Clive. The thought stings more than it should. Probably Daryl. I mutter under my breath. My lips twist into a humorless smile. He's my coworker, and the only one who ever texts me anymore. He practically dragged me out of the house after everything fell apart. Said work would be a healthy distraction, and annoyingly, he was right. But even Darrell wasn't insane enough to text me this early. I frown, the unease curling in my stomach as I reach for my phone. The message was brief, just a few words, but as I read them, the air seems to thicken around me, each syllable sinking in like claws digging into my flesh. You're funny. My stomach twists painfully, a chill racing down my spine. I lower the phone, hoping, praying that I misread it, but no. The message is still there. An iPhone. That is as tragic as having Sprint. Yikes. Do nothing. Block the number. Decisions. We're going to do nothing, because I know that a heart's going to disappear if I block it. Come on now, I'm using context clues here. I stare at the screen, my breath catching in my throat. Before I can even think of a reply, the message vanishes. So what would be the point in blocking? My mind is a step ahead every time. What the? I stare at the empty screen, my heart hammering in my ears. Maybe I'd imagined it? 5 a.m. Lack of sleep could do that, right? I haven't been getting enough sleep these days, just my tired brain playing tricks on me. Yeah, that has to be it. Shaking off the lingering unease, I swing my legs over the side of the bed. Getting ready will help me clear my head. Nothing better than a shower to try to wash away all of that negativity. I make my way to the bathroom, my feet dragging against the floor. The day has barely begun and I'm exhausted already. The hot water seems to soothe away the tension in my muscles. But even as I step out, towel wrapped around me, the memory of that message still lingers. I rub at the fogged mirror, my reflection staring back at me from behind the streaks. Tired eyes, eye bags, someone who hasn't had a good night's sleep in months. I throw on my uniform with muscle memory alone. Just another day of playing human doormat for customers who think service equals servant. Can't wait. Alright, only colors we see are red. Reminds me of another game. Stepping outside, the cool morning air brushes against my skin, waking me up enough to function. The world feels heavy, I haven't gotten a break at all, and my classes are starting in a week. Never mind, we can see some other colors as well. As I walk towards the street, a piece of paper flutters by my shoes. It's crumpled, but the handwriting is unmistakable. I miss you. Yep. Unease washes over me, but I shove the feeling aside. My mind is playing tricks again. If I keep this up, I'll genuinely start questioning reality. Cafe Memoriam. I keep moving, the sound of my own footsteps grounding me as I reach the cafe. The streets are unusually quiet until I see it. Parked across the road. A motorcycle. Yeah, we're clearly going crazy. A fire blade. Clive's fire blade. I don't know if it's the dreams, sleeping barely 3 hours a night, or... No, doesn't make sense. After the accident, it was unrecognizable. My stomach twists as I crouch, checking the shiny bell near the exhaust, just to be sure. Same incisions. No fucking way. I'm going insane at this point. Now you look stupid to the customers inside. What's that bitch doing in the parking lot? That's what they're saying. I blink and it's gone. Shaking my head. I make it to the cafe. Clocking in felt like a small relief for once. Something normal to hold on to. But the unsettling feeling lingers. This is crazy work. As I flip the sign from closed to open. Oh, there was no one in there. Okay, so we're good. The hum of the morning outside begins to seep in. A few regulars filter through the door. And soon enough, I'm caught in the rhythm of pouring lattes, calling out orders, and wiping down counters. The door of the back storage swings open, and Darrell walks in, struggling to balance a large cardboard box filled with decorations. He stops mid-step when he sees me, his eyes widening. Oh wow, it's me. I know I'm early, just ready to work. He looks at me, his eyebrows shooting up. Not to be rude, but do you own a mirror?
Damn!
Oh, you look like the Grim Reaper.
Damn!
Oh. What? I shoot him a flat look, turning back to wipe down the counter. Good morning to you too, Darrell. Let me guess, same nightmare? I guess, since you know everything. I shrug, trying to avoid his gaze. What do you think? He sighs, shaking his head. That makes what, 5 nights this week? Nights at Freddy's. You sure it's not a sign? Maybe the universe or whoever is trying to tell you something? I snort. Yeah, like what? Get some help? Thanks. I hadn't figured that one out. Darrell doesn't laugh. Instead, he narrows his eyes at me. And I can tell he's about to say something obnoxious. Actually, he starts, pausing. I think your boyfriend is a little pissed off at you. What? I stop mid-swipe and glance at him. Boyfriend. He grins, leaning closer like he's about to reveal some secret. You know, the guy you never talk about anymore, or visit. Not even at his funeral. What? His voice takes on a half-serious tone. Honestly, if I were him, I'd start haunting your ass. You're so funny. You should watch your mouth. Respect your elders. Maybe throwing objects at you if you ever bring someone home. I glare at him, even as my stomach knots. First of all, he was never my boyfriend. And second, I don't think ghosts work like that. There are some that will go above and beyond. I'll tell you that much. Sure, sure. He nods dramatically, clearly enjoying himself. But are you really sure? You two were practically joined at the hip before everything went down. You can't tell me you never thought about it. I roll my eyes and start stacking the clean mugs. Clive's not my type.
Huh?
Whoa. I was under the impression that we were here to date. Uh-huh. So you're saying that you never, not even once, found him attractive? The question catches me off guard. And for a moment, I don't know how to answer. He doesn't let me, though. Because let me tell you, from the way you used to talk about him before, you know, you started pretending he didn't exist, you made him sound like a Prince Charming. I only describe how he was. That doesn't mean anything. Okay. So it's just a coincidence you look like you've been hit by a bus every time you have one of those nightmares about him? Totally unrelated. I glance at him, biting back a retort, but his smug expression makes it impossible. Instead, I sigh. You don't know what you're talking about. He seems to be spitting facts. I'm about to change my name. Maybe, he admits, still smirking. But I'm right about one thing. If you don't figure out whatever is going on in that sleep-deprived brain of yours, it's going to keep on messing with you. I thought he was gonna say messaging. That would have been crazy. How do you know that? Darrell adjusts the box in his hands, taking a step toward the storage room. Well, I better go before our manager decides to fire both of us. You know, for the crime of having a conversation during work time. His voice drips with sarcasm, but his gaze softens as he adds. Seriously, though, try not to obsess over it too much, alright? And if something weird happens, just call me. But don't expect me to come holding sage and holy water. I'm not exactly equipped for ghost busting. I can't help but laugh. Thanks, Darrell. I'll try not to summon any shadow people just to make you prove that. He chuckles, shaking his head. Good, I'd rather not see you end up in some The Exorcist sequel. Shifting the box in one arm, he shoots me a quick thumbs up with the other. Alright, I'm out. Don't overthink it, okay? Totally. As he heads toward the storage room, a faint sense of relief settles in my chest. Talking to Darrell helped me feel a bit more sane. The hours fly by until the cafe slows down. I'm wiping down a table when I hear a group of first-year university students. Judging by their energy. No, I'm serious, one of them says, leaning forward. Spirits manifest in dreams all the time. It's like a connection thing. Soul ties or whatever, he continues. Soul ties? Another voice scoffs. You're so full of it. No, listen. The first guy insists. It's like if someone has unresolved stuff, the spirit can latch onto something they were close to. They show up in your dreams because it's easier to communicate there or something. I read about it. I freeze mid-step. Damp cloth clutched in my hand. Their words echo in my head, and for a second I forget to breathe. Unresolved? Close to someone. Dreams. The puzzle pieces I've been avoiding start snapping together in ways I don't like. By the time my shift ends, the idea is stuck deep into my mind, like a splinter I can't pull out. Okay. The keys jingle in my hand as I stand in front of my apartment door, trying to fit the right one into the lock. My fingers tremble, betraying the calm I'm trying to fake. After a couple of failed attempts, the lock finally gives way with a dull click. Finally. I mutter under my breath, shoving the door open with my shoulder. The bag slides off my arm and lands on the couch as I toss off my shoes. My mind is racing, the words I overheard at the cafe striking up my curiosity. I head straight to my room, shutting the door behind me with a soft click. My laptop sits on the desk, staring back at me like it's just eager to spill answers as I am to find them. I drop onto my chair, pulling the laptop open with one hand, while the other hovers over the keyboard. How do I even phrase this? Uh-oh. The search engine offers a flood of results. My eyes scan over the screen. Each click pulls me deeper into a rabbit hole of half-truths, myths, and coincidences. Then the laptop glitches violently all of a sudden. Oh, out of a sudden? Okay. Screen tearing with bursts of neon colors. My goodness! I pause watching as lines of glitch text and jitter. It says text, glitch, and jitter. I switched it. No! Not my laptop! I whisper. Not now. The mouse freezes, and the screen stutters again. Lines of static running through it. My heart pounds as the browser crashes entirely. Fuck! I slam my hand against the desk, anger bubbling over. Of all times I decide to die. Now? The screen flares back to life, but it's not the browser this time. A single line of text appears. Always looking for answers anywhere else but me. Wait, did the hearts move or something? Okay, no. We're all good. Still. My stomach drops. Again? My voice is barely audible. Will you let me in? I stare at the words, each letter pulsing like a heartbeat, taunting me. The choice feels impossibly heavy. My mind is screaming at me to shut the laptop and throw it out the window. My fingers move almost of their own accord, typing yes before I can talk myself out of it. I thought it would give me the choice. Not even gonna lie. The moment I click enter, the room falls silent, unnaturally silent. Then the doorbell rings. I freeze. It rings again. My heart pounds as I stand, my legs feeling like jello. Each step towards the door feels heavier than the last. The door chimes a third time, impatient. As I finally reach the handle, I open the door. There he is. It's Clive, y'all. Paler than last time, mind you. He's standing there, because he's dead. My mind immediately rejects what I'm seeing. It's impossible. His body, what was left of it, was buried 3 years ago. And yet here he is, standing on my doorstep. Hey! You totally don't look scary. His voice is the same, low and teasing, but there's an edge to it now, a weight it didn't carry before. Miss me? Yeah, well, with all the nightmares, I'm gonna guess yeah. I stumbled back, nearly tripping over my own feet. No. This isn't real. You're not real. It's like the bike. You're not imagining things, I'm real. He sighs as he steps into the house, arms still crossed. But a spirit? Really? I'm a little offended. My throat feels tight. My words barely scrapping out. Scraping? Scrapping? Whatever. I'm not crazy. No one said you were. Well, there's a certain Darrell that would disagree with that. He says smoothly, tilting his head. Just wrong assumption. Clive. I manage, my voice cracking. Your face, your body. I saw you. I know. Trust me, I saw the whole thing. I feel dizzy, memories of that day rising back to the surface. Why are you here? His eyes lock into mine. Something unreadable flickering between them. Behind, sorry. To show you the truth. The truth about what? My voice wavers, anger and fear bleeding together. You think you can just show up like this after all this time? And the truth about them. Uh-oh. Them? There's more people? He interrupts? I thought I said intercepts or something. He interrupts, his voice sharp. The people you called your friends. The lies they told you. What happened the day of the accident. His words hit like a punch. To the gut. Sorry. But anger flares in me, boiling and uncontrollable. No. I snap. You don't get to come back and play victim. You think I don't remember what you said about me? Huh? How you? His stoic expression disappears entirely, replaced by something raw, broken. You really think I'd do that to you? His voice lowers, thick with disbelief. You trusted them over me? Them? After everything? I clench my fists, tears threatening to spill. They were my friends too, Clive. What am I supposed to do when everyone said the same thing? When I literally heard them recording. Recording? When you didn't even ask me? He cuts in, his voice cracking. You didn't even give me a chance to explain. You just ignored me. His voice drops an octave at the last words. I swallowed. trying to hold the eye contact, but the weight of it is unbearable. You don't get it. Nobody gets me. I whisper. I didn't know what to believe. They said so many things and you didn't exactly make it easy to trust you. Clive's jaw tightens, his gaze piercing through me. And that's supposed to justify it? What else could I do? You blocked me and acted as if I didn't exist every time I begged you to talk to me. Did I have any other options? You didn't even try. Do you know what that did to me? Watching you laugh with them, hearing them talk about me like I was some disgusting freak? And you. He cuts himself off, exhaling sharply, his composure cracking. My chest tightens, guilt rising its way up to my throat. I thought I was protecting myself. Yeah, that was your first mistake. I say barely audible, like I know what's happening. I didn't want to believe it, but I didn't want to be wrong either. I had no idea what to do. He shakes his head, his expression softening into something closer to sadness. You're supposed to trust me. After everything we'd been through, you were supposed to believe me, not them. Tears sting at the corners of my eyes. But I blink them away, my voice rising in frustration. And what about you, huh? I tried. You think I didn't try? Would you have listened to me if I had screamed the fucking truth at the top of my lungs? No. You decided I was guilty before I even opened my mouth. I tried to respect your boundaries. I waited and waited, but you never came back. I'm sorry. I whisper finally, the words feeling pitifully inadequate. Clive closes his eyes, exhaling slowly for the second time. It's not about an apology. I'm not here to punish you. I'm not here to haunt you. You're all I have. I'm here because you need to know what really happened. What they were hiding from you. What they did to both of us. I'm not giving up till I get your bond back. Sorry. My stomach churns at his words, the implication making my knees weak. What are you talking about? Clive steps closer, his once vibrant eyes, now faded and colorless, search mine. You've been running toward danger, and you don't even know it. They lied to you about everything, and it cost me my life. Clive. I can't show you everything. He interrupts, his voice softening. Not yet, but I can give you enough to start. You deserve to know the truth, even if it hurts. I nod slowly, my chest tight with anticipation. You might regret asking for this, but once I start, there's no going back. I need to know. I say firmly, though I'm basically dying with anxiety. He gives me a faint, humorless smile. Still stubborn as ever. I guess this is why I fell in love with you in the first place. Clive mumbles something under his breath as I watch him, his voice so quiet, it's almost drowned out by my thoughts alone. What? Repeat that? I narrow my eyes, raising an eyebrow at him. Nothing. He says, quickly brushing it off, like it's not worth my time. He turns toward my room, his posture a little too casual. You should turn off your laptop unless you want to pay one hell of a bill. I blink. Right, because that's definitely my biggest concern right now. I mutter, my voice laced with sarcasm. Still, I follow him because what else am I supposed to do? Soon we're back in my room. I shut the laptop with a click, pretending like the mundane task is grounding me. Spoiler alert, it's not. Clive lingers behind me, unmoving. There's something too deliberate about the way he's standing. Like he's waiting for a cue only he can hear. His eyes flicker toward me for a second, his gaze heavy and unreadable. Then without a word, he lifts his hands. At first it's just empty air. But then a faint red glow sparks to life between his palms. It flickers. But before I can make sense of it, the glow grows stronger, brighter, too bright. It floods the room, bathing everything in its surreal crimson light. What? My voice trails off as I squint against the brightness, shielding my eyes with one hand. Really? What's the point? Honestly, after everything I've been through these past few weeks, this doesn't even crack the top 10. My life's been one hell of a fever dream lately. What's one more weird thing to add to the list? I mean, sure, a weird red light filling my room, coming out of my supposedly dead ex-best friend's palms? Cool. Whoa. Clive glances at me, his expression tingling with guilt. Oh, tinged. Sorry. His lips press together before he finally speaks, his voice back to his usual soft tone. Sorry if the light's too much. It won't last long, I promise. Just hold on a bit more, okay? You're doing so good. That was so necessary, that last sentence. The words hang in the air. There's something almost tender about the way he says it. But it's the kind of tenderness that comes wrapped in barbed wire. Oof. Like he's trying to soothe me while pulling strings I didn't know he held. I don't respond, mostly because I can't. The red light consumes everything, twisting the room into something unrecognizable. Nausea rises fast and sharp. No, no, please, no. I send a light prayer to whatever cosmic force might be listening to spare me from the ultimate humiliation. Throwing up would take this moment from unsettling to flat out mortifying. Obviously because I'd cry too. Special thanks to emetophobia. Emetophobia. Just as quickly as it started, the light disappears. The room is gone, or maybe I'm gone from it. Either way, I find myself standing in a long, washed-out corridor that seems to stretch endlessly in one direction. Doors line the walls, their warped frames leaning at odd angles. Everything about this place feels wrong. Like it was built in a rush by someone who didn't quite understand how reality works. This is it, Clive says, breaking the silence. His voice carries a strange mix of pride and apprehension. He gestures vaguely at the corridor. Memory lane. Memory lane, of course. I bite back the urge to say something snarky. Instead, I glance at him, my stomach twisting as I brace myself for whatever nightmare he's about to throw me into. I try to find words, but Clive basically reads my mind. I'll explain it when we're back. We don't have much time. He says, his tone sharp and urgent. His gaze darts towards the corridor like he's afraid it might come alive and swallow us both. Stuck here? Great! Fantastic! Just what I needed to hear. I built this place. Ooh. Oh! But I can't control what happens here. It's tied to my consciousness. So one intrusive thought is over. Just stick close to me and you'll be fine. Very reassuring, thanks. I deadpan, crossing my arms. Clive ignores the sarcasm, already turning away. Let's go. For a moment I hesitate. My brain tells me to turn around and find a way out of this mess. But then I trail after him, because let's be real, I don't exactly have a better plan. The sound of my footsteps echo hollowly in the corridor. Each step like a countdown to something I'm not ready to face. Though the sound of crying stops me in my tracks. It's faint at first, barely audible, but it grows louder with every step. My head snapping toward the sound. Do you hear that? I ask, my voice a little too shaky for my liking. Clive doesn't stop, doesn't even look back. His voice is flat, cold, in a way that makes my chest tighten. Ignore it. Don't trust him. Trust him. Would that count as an intrusive thought? I don't know. Let's trust him? Bastard. Hello? Clive better not be talking about me. Clive mumbles something under his breath again, his words barely a whisper. Why do you keep on mumbling? I ask, sighing. It's nothing, just don't lose focus. His voice is calm, but there's something fragile hidden in it. Easier said than done, I mutter, sighing as I try to push the sound away. The crying still lingers, but I force myself to take another step forward. Clive slows his pace, turning to face me, his expression softens. even if the tension in his eyes doesn't ease. Here, he says, extending a hand toward me. Hold on to me, it's safer that way. There's something in his voice. Fear, maybe? I take his hand, his cold skin almost burning against mine, grounding me. Don't let go. And then we fly into the air. He murmurs, his gaze shifting away as if he can't bear to meet my eyes. I wasn't planning to. I reply quietly, gripping his hand a little tighter. We walk in silence, so try to focus on Clive's presence beside me. Crazy to say, but he managed to get even taller. His grip tightens like he's afraid I'll slip away. Finally, we step in front of one of the doors. Clive doesn't speak at first. He just looks at me. His expression unreadable. It's as if he's searching for something, an answer maybe, or reassurance that I'm ready. And then without a word, he pushes the door open. Ooh, an empty room. The room beyond is silent, vast and empty in a way that makes my stomach ache. The walls stretch too far, the air feels too still. Clive steps inside, his movements slow and deliberate. He glances at the floor, and back at me, hesitation flickering across his face. You need to close your eyes. He mumbles, his voice soft. Why? I'll tell you when to open them. That's how we enter the memories. Totally. I nod, my heart drumming loudly in my ears. It's going to start with our first meeting. He adds, a shy smile tugging at the corner of his lips. Because it's one of my favorite memories. Yes! The admission catches me off guard. There's something almost pure in the way he says it, a quiet vulnerability that makes my stomach flutter. I close my eyes as instructed, trying to ignore any second thoughts. Alright, you can open them now, Clive says after a moment. When I do, the emptiness is gone, replaced by a vivid chaos of the playground. Children shout and laugh in the distance, but my focus snaps immediately to a boy sitting on the ground, gathering his scattered supplies with his small, trembling hands. Are you okay? My younger self's voice breaks through the memory, every word tinged with concern. The boy, Clive, looks up sharply, his cheeks flushing with embarrassment. Please, just leave. He speaks, his voice barely audible. If they see you with me, they'll tease you too. I watch as my younger self folds her arms, stubborn. I don't care about them. I can beat them if they try anything. Okay, we got hands? His eyes widen, startled by the confidence in her voice. They're just jealous. They don't know how cool you are. Clive looks away, his shoulders slumping. Cool. I'm a foster kid. I live in an educational community. Being friends with me isn't fun. I can't do most of the things you do. If I ever get to go out, I have to have educators following me everywhere. I'm not... And? You're my friend. Doesn't change my opinion. I want to be as cool as you are. Yeah. Younger me cuts him off firmly. And we're always going to be friends, no matter what. The conviction in her voice makes something in my chest ache. Clive blinks, his mouth opening to protest, but younger me doesn't stop. And I can't wait to have an artist friend someday. I love your drawings. No need to hide them behind your back. I saw them. Clive's eyes widen, and for the first time I noticed a shift. The dullness in his eyes fades, replaced by the brightness and prettiest shade of purple I've ever seen. Then I'll always be by your side. It was that easy. The playground blurs and fades around me until we were back in the empty room, the memory still lingering in my mind. How... What? Wait, why did we do that one specifically? Clive's voice breaks through the silence, soft but filled with hurt. How do you think I ever talked bad about you? Oh, you're trying to prove something. How'd I already forget? He chuckles, but it's hollow, his pain bleeding through despite the smile on his face. Sorry. I've basically been nothing but a loyal guard dog ever since then. Guard dog? They're usually intimidating, no? You were a baby. Devoted to you, waiting every weekend for you to visit me at the educational community, like you promised. You were all I had, you know. My throat tightens again. Guilt coiling in my stomach like a vice. Every Friday I'd stare at the clock like I could make time go faster. Just so you'd show up immediately. Those visits kept me going. Clive continues, rubbing the back of his neck. His shy smile still there. But, because there's always a but, his tone shifts, more serious now. That aside, I have to show you what we came here for. Why didn't you do that first? I can't show you everything today, but you deserve to know the truth. Before I can respond, the world around us shifts, the air changing as another memory begins to take shape. We didn't close our eyes. In a blink, I'm standing in the school cafeteria. The headache-inducing hum of the fluorescent lights fills the air, casting an unnatural glow on the familiar rows of frozen tables. My breath catches in my throat when I see them. Mia and Silas. It's been so long since I've seen them. It's like they vanished after the accident, leaving nothing but whispers behind. They're standing near one of the tables, speaking in hushed tones. For a fleeting moment, I forgot this just a memory. I was right. I want to call out to them, ask where they've been, why they disappeared, but the words never come. Did you manage to get Dee to trust you yet? Okay, cult leader, but or at least her phone number. That sentence was crazy work considering what we're doing here. Mia groans audibly, rolling her eyes. How can I get close to her when Clive is glued to her side like I'm about to kidnap her? Don't worry. I know how to deal with him. I just need Dee to let me take her home. Clive will lose it, confront me, and then I can record him. Once I have a clean recording of his voice, I can clone it and make him say whatever I want. AI? I spit on you. Disgusting. Calling him won't work. He never picks up. But this? Oh yeah, it's gonna work. He gestures with a satisfied grin. This will destroy him. Dee is his only weak spot at the end. A wave of nausea hits me. Ew, look at his, like, crazed face. Yikes. Yikes. Disgust, anger, and betrayal. It all floods my mind at once, choking me. I want to scream. To punch them both. Maybe not so much Mia. She's pretty. Don't want to ruin that face. To do something, but I can't move. I'm trapped. A helpless observer. They reveal their true colors. Dang. What is this recording for again? I don't know. I guess we'll figure that out some other time. Before I can catch my breath, the memory dissolves again. I'm standing outside my house. Ooh, when I just moved out after leaving my parents' place, waiting to finish the last exams before graduation. Everything feels distant, like I'm watching through frosted glass. I see Clive, his posture tense, his hands balled into fists. Uh-oh? What is this outfit? What the f*** are you doing here? Clive's voice is sharp, cutting through the quiet of the street. Silas glances at him, leaning casually against the gate, unimpressed. You've got balls saying that when you look like you just robbed a bank. What's with the disguise? Going full stalker mode? You give me the chills, dude. Oh, brother. He's just jealous because he's taller. I'm not disguising myself. I just got off my bike, genius. He waves at his parked bike for emphasis. And even if I was following her, at least I have a reason. I've known her for years. What's your excuse? I don't think that's an actual excuse. But go off, King. Sure, years of undying loyalty or obsessive clinging. I have no idea how Dee puts up with you. Must be pity? Because you're a real pain in the ass. Yes. That's why we have lube, buddy. Who is he? Oh, who is you? If following her is justified, I wonder what she'd think if I told her. What? Like, honestly, guys, I'm at the edge of my seat. Clive steps closer, his voice dropping to a dangerous low. If you even think about telling Dee anything, I'll make sure everyone knows. Uh-oh. A sudden loud sound cuts him off. I can't hear the rest, but the way Silas's expression falters tells me Clive's words landed a hit. Whatever. Guess I've overstayed my welcome. Silas turns to leave, throwing a dismissive glance over his shoulder. Have fun playing bodyguard while you still can. Frustration bubbles inside me as Silas walks away. What did he say? The unanswered question claws at my patience. Silas's voice pulls me back, sorry. He's holding his phone now, a smug grin spreading across his face as he taps the screen. Poor bastard. His voice drops to a venomous whisper. You really don't know what's coming, do you? Even if you try to expose me, who's going to believe you? If they hear you saying certain things, they'll think you're just covering your own ass by pointing fingers at me. Uh-oh. Serving face card while about to manipulate this guy's voice with AI.
She's feeling cons.
The memory shifts again. I'm standing in a library now. The smell of old paper and ink mingling with the heavy tension in the air. Silas is seated at the computer, his face illuminated by the glow of the screen. I hate him. He mutters under his breath, typing furiously. How can someone like him, a foster kid, get adopted by a rich piece of shit, while I have to risk everything just to get by? What did I say, bro? It was jealousy. I'm just, again, one step ahead. All the time. I was wrong about the whole being taller part, but it's jealousy. And I won. So, yeah. A creeping sense of unease spreads through me. What is he doing? What's he risking? The scene fractures. A sharp, searing pain shoots through my chest. I stumble, the world spinning violently around me. Clive's voice trembles through the chaos. I have to warn her, please. Pick up! Pick up the phone! His desperation is palpable, every word laced with panic. Then there's the sound of a sharp crack. The sound of a phone smashing against a hard surface. Did you think threatening me would work? I'll leak your photos anyways. And the money I'll get thanks to your lovely Dee, it'll go for a good cause. The roar of a motorcycle engine cuts through the noise, followed by a gut-wrenching crash. The sound is deafening, violent, metal screeching, shattering. For a moment, everything goes silent, an unnatural and suffocating stillness. Dee. Wait, I died? Wait, is it a plot twist? I died? Oh, never mind. This guy's definitely dead. I'm alive. My eyes shoot open, and I realize I'm standing in the middle of my room. My breaths are quick and uneven. The walls around me feel like they're closing in, space growing suffocating. Hey, it's okay. Just, you mashed two memories together. It was not a very good look. Clive steps forward, his voice soft but steady. His concern is evident. Okay, his concern evident from the way he watches me. I can't bring myself to meet his gaze. It's overwhelming. The guilt, the exhaustion, the fragments of memories I can't yet piece together. My legs threaten to give out beneath me for the 100th time today. But before they do, Clive reaches out, his hand hovering just near my arm like he's afraid to flinch. Oh, I'll flinch. You're having an anxiety attack. His voice is calm, even as his eyes betray the quiet panic he's trying to hide. Let's get through this together, yeah? We're going back in there? Nah. He gently guides me to sit down, crouching so we're at eye level. I can feel the warmth of his presence pulling me back from the void that's threatening to pull me in. Breathe with me. His own breathing slows deliberately. I try. God, I try to match his pace. His voice is steady, soft yet firm, as he leads me through each breath. You did amazing. Now let's try grounding. Look around. Tell me 5 things you can see. I hesitate, my mind racing too fast to focus. But his presence keeps me anchored. His eyes never leave mine. A silent reassurance that I'm not alone. The window, my desk, the lamp, my bed, you. Now let's pause here. The window, my desk, the lamp, my bed, and then you. Now understand we're having a panic attack or an anxiety attack, right? What? Coincidental that you say my bed and then you. Just saying that was interesting. Very interesting. That you go my bed, then you. I guess I didn't have to make that joke. You did it for me. Good. So, that was great. There's something in his tone, something tender, as if such simple words mean more to him than they should. 3 things you can hear. Let's see these. I focus on the sounds around me, forcing myself to listen. The wind outside, your voice, my heartbeat. He nods, encouraging me to keep going. As my mind starts to clear, the weight pressing on my chest lightens, and the air feels a little less suffocating. Now 4 things you can touch. Come on now. I follow. I'm sorry. This is so inappropriate. So inappropriate. Just please focus. I follow his instructions, reaching out to the nearest objects, naming each one aloud. By the time I finish, my breaths are steadier, enough for me to think clearly again. Can I hug you? His voice wavers, quiet, almost shy. Nod. What? Why do this so far into the thing? I have so many choices here. Bruh. I nod, unable to find the words. A hug sounds perfect right now. Okay, that's actually... Why are you looking at me? What did I do? Oh wait, actually, now I want to go back and see what this one looks like. Hug sounds perfect. Okay, yeah. That was nice. Let's see what this one looks like. We're just getting them all out of the way. Oh, I didn't even... All right, let's load. Oh well, I could just roll back. I don't know what I'm doing. All right, we're gonna continue from that one. Okay, great. Sorry, got a little distracted. When his arms wrap around me, it's like everything else melts away. He holds me close, his touch firm yet careful, as if I might break. I can feel the tension in his body, but he holds his breath like he's afraid of doing too much. For a moment, I let myself lean into him, letting his warmth chase away the lingering cold in my chest. Still 3 hearts? We're doing really good. I'm so sorry. I managed to whisper, still a bit out of breath from the earlier event. I feel so guilty for not giving you the chance to explain back then. Clive pulls away slightly, just enough to look at me. His hands linger on my arms, his thumbs brushing lightly against my skin. His expression is unreadable, like he's holding back something he can't see. What really happened? The accident? Silas, I need answers. Clive shakes his head gently, his expression soft but firm. You've already seen enough today. It's a lot to digest. You need to let your mind breathe. You must be exhausted from that anxiety attack alone. His voice is gentle, but there's a quiet authority in it. But I'll tell you everything when the time is right. The way he says it, so quiet, so certain, makes my protest dive in my throat. Oh, die in my throat, sorry. His eyes hold mine for a moment longer. Right now you need to rest. He steps back, giving me space. Now please get some sleep. I'll visit you tomorrow at your job. I'll wear contacts and concealer. Hopefully I won't look like an orange with it on. Wouldn't want you to look like an orange. He offers a faint chuckle. Are you leaving? I ask, the ache in my chest growing heavier. You've been through enough for one night, and I need to take care of something, but I promise I'll be back. Please rest. I open my mouth to protest, but before I can even form the words, Clive shuts the door behind him. Rude. Clive exhales sharply, the breath he'd been holding in all along finally escaping. His hands tremble, as he rubs his temples. God, I missed your voice. Your beautiful eyes. I wish you'd only look at me like that. He shakes his head abruptly, the yearning in his expression hardening into determination. His jaw tightens. There's something he needs to deal with, something unfinished. Unfinished business? Uh-oh. ... More dots? Oh my gosh! What is this nigga Silas doing? I can't take it anymore. I just wanna die! I just wanna die! Slam! Slam! Another violent hit echoes as Silas throws his head against the wall again. You think slamming your head against the wall will kill you? Shock! Not really. He steps closer, his shadow looming over Silas. It won't. You don't deserve to die, Silas. Yes, Silas. You deserve to rot, to feel every ounce of pain you've inflicted on everyone else. Death is too easy for someone like you. You've got a lot of courage, making all that noise the moment you heard Dee's voice. Did you think she'd help you? What is happening? I heard something. I actually heard something. Because that's not what I read. Dee is so close to finding out what kind of human garbage you are. And I'll make sure you stick around long enough to face it all. You're insane. You know that? So never accept you. Not after everything. What happens when her family gets in the way? You gonna lock them up too? Let them rot because you can't control your jealousy? Is jealousy. Your jealousy got him killed. That's something you do. I respect her boundaries, unlike you, and never stoop to your level. Ooh, scandalous. I sit on my bed staring at the ceiling. The events of today were playing in my head. No matter how hard I try to focus on tomorrow, my mind keeps wandering back to Clive. He's never been the type to leave early, especially when I'm upset. Tonight, he felt different. I shift under the blankets, frowning. What is he doing right now? Is he okay? He's elated right now. Why didn't he stay longer? I pull the blanket around my shoulders, curling into it like it can shield me from the storm in my head. My fingers hover over my phone screen, an empty gesture more than anything. I don't even have his phone number anymore. The thought stings, a bitter reminder of the distance between us, even after everything. That broken phone from earlier, it had to be his. Did he even bother replacing it? I sigh, sinking deeper into the blankets. He said he'd see me tomorrow, and Clive always keeps his word, right? I close my eyes, and for the first time in what feels like forever, I let myself imagine that maybe, just maybe, we can figure things out. As sleep pulls me under, I think of his shy smile, his words echoing in my mind. I'll always be by your side. He who has a why to live can bear almost anyhow. Yes. Again, I don't know that name. Good ending, yay! Thus we begin again. Perfect. It looks like it's gonna have a great little story. So lots of mystery. Oh god. I do enjoy mystery though. It gets your mind moving, you know? Gets the brain pumping. This guy really used AI to like, and it's like, what did he make his like AI voice say that made me so avoidant? I don't know, but we'll just have to wait till next time. So if you enjoyed my little run of Fallen Devotion, a like would be very much appreciated, and of course subscribe for more. And with all that being said, I'll see you guys next time. Bye.